Smart shot selection is something you guys are trying to work on. What's the key going in this weekend, trying to get better shots?
Same thing, we've got to be really patient. They put a lot of pressure on you in the first 15, 20 seconds of the shot clock, so the more patient we are, I think the better shot we're going to get. That's something that's always been one of our strengths, and it's going to have to be this weekend because both teams really defend. They defend hard.
How tough is that? I mean, last year, first time you guys swept the LA schools and on the road, how tough of a trip is it actually when you get down there?
Yeah, well, it's tough. There's a lot of distractions. The weather's really nice. Kids think, oh, we're going to play soft, and that can enter into your thought process, but you can't. You got to be tough, and because they play a unique style. They're in your face. They really guard hard and put a lot of pressure on the ball. So, and we don't. It's hard for us to simulate that in practice because we're a more passive defense, position defense. And so sometimes it takes us aback. We have to kind of get our bearings before we can proceed. So yeah, we're going to have to be ready right off the get-go.
Defense was something that you talked about early on in the season as kind of the major area for improvement. What have you seen as now you're gearing up in Pac-12 play?
Yeah, I thought we had a pretty good defensive weekend. I thought we did a really good job on Washington State. I thought we did a good job on Bobby Buckets. She had a tough night. And that was one of our more complete games, played both ends of the floor. But yeah, we continue to get better, and that's a sign of a team that's, championship caliber team. When we've got to get better defensively.
Coach Altman kind of joked around about how you take some of your trainers on lease for his practices. Would you be willing to give up some of your trainers for his practices?
Trainers or practice guys? Or practice guys? Yeah. Well, he's asked for Sabrina in the past, so no, Dana, you can't have her. No, I mean, it's funny. People don't realize what health, how health affects a program, and for good and bad. And some of those great teams that you end up having, you look back and go, wow, we really had good health that year. So I feel for Dana and his squad, and but he's a great coach. He'll figure it out. But I'm not sure any of our guys, as good as they are, I don't know if they're quite ready for that prime time yet. We'll see.
You guys got to look at Erin last year, but now that she's in the lineup, what has she added to the group you have?
Instant offense, that's for sure. On any given night, she can go off, and she did that against Washington, and thank goodness we had her that night. I'm not sure we'd get it done last Friday if it weren't for her. But she's a threat, and at all times you have to, like Washington State keyed on her, and so she didn't get as many looks, but that opened up the floor for Ruthie inside. So even those nights when maybe Erin's not getting a ton of shots, she is effective because she gives a lot more of the court space for players like Satu to drive, and for Ruthie to to post up, and for Sabrina to do everything that she does. So that's what she gives us.
You might have answered this question already probably, but what are you looking forward to in this California trip?
Well, we've got to take care of the ball first and foremost. If we can make both these games half-court games on our defensive end, then we have a much better chance of winning. If we pass it to the wrong team, both teams have jet airplanes. We can't catch them. They're too fast for us. So we've got to make sure that we're playing under control at all times. Transition defense becomes really important, so that's one of the things we got to look for. And then offensively, again, just taking care of the ball, getting good shots, playing our kind of game. If we do that, we're going to be in good shape.
You guys won both games down there last time, but obviously the USC one was very close. And not to say, the talented that comes from that area. Obviously, they don't have some of the players that they had last year, but just in general, the Pac-12, as competitive as it is, what do you expect from these matchups?
War. I mean, I truly do. I don't want to minimize war, I guess, but no, it'll be a battle. Both games, hard fought. We know what we're getting into. I mean, these teams play hard, and they play with edge, and they're tough, and I just think we have to match that. We have to be tough, and if we're not, it's going to be a tough weekend for us. Be a good test,